Welcome everyone, it's good to see you again. I've been having a fun time making these videos. I've been learning a lot about myself and how to make videos. This is something I've never done before. I hope you've been enjoying all these series so far. Just probably like 4 or 6 videos so far. So we're just really getting started. And today I want to share with you one pet peeve I've run across as an artist here. And that is, if you buy cheap brushes and they start to peel and crack like this has here, and then you can just peel the rest and snap it off like that, and it just wants to flake everywhere, just throw these brushes away. These brushes, after you peel all the stuff off of them, have this really nasty hard surface underneath, and it makes it really tough. See just how that all flakes off of there? These are just really cheap brushes, and if you use them, see how that is? You'll sit there with this wood rubbing up against your hands, and it's very itchy and irritating, and you might catch a splinter. So just throw them away. Don't use them. Instead, I'm going to these ergonomic kind of rubber coated ones where they don't bend, peel, crack. You can flex the brush and it won't crack. And then your bristles are soft all the time if you take care of cleaning them right. And these are the kind of brushes I'm going to. I don't even know what brand this is. It says something like Royal and Languit. So anyway, I'm going to use a brush that's more ergonomic and doesn't have wood that causes the paint to break off of it, because it just is very itchy, irritating, and I don't need splinters while I'm painting. And I don't think you do either. So take my suggestion, and they have a whole paint set of these up at Hobby Lobby. And if you can't afford better brushes, well, here's your tip on how you can. I found out that the Hobby Lobby near me every 2 weeks runs an art sale. That's 50% off on brushes and on paints and on your canvases. So check out Hobby Lobby for better brushes, half the price every 2 weeks. Or you can just call the store and ask them when the next one will be. So that's my hot tip, and that's how I'm affording better brushes like these, because Hobby Lobby is having them on sale every 2 weeks for 50% off. And that's a bargain. When you consider higher quality brushes can be anywhere between $6 and $20-some a piece, and then they slash it to half off, sure, you can afford to pick up one brush every couple promotional sales until you have your whole complete set, if you don't want to buy them all at once. But getting splinters and having my paint crack and my bristles fall out, no thank you. So today I want to show you something that I've done just as like a stress relief project. And so you can do this with as few colors or as many colors as you personally desire. Just depends how stressed you are and how long you want to be doing it. I'm just going to do this quick and simple today to kind of give you the idea, and we'll see if you like it. So my easel, I can actually like tilt it down, or I can bring it back up. So depending on what kind of art I'm doing, I can set my angle on it. That's why I like this thing. And then it's compact and lightweight, so I can actually take it out and paint outside if it's a nice day if I want to. So I'm tilting it back just a little bit from what you've seen in previous videos, because I'm going to use 4 different paints. I'm going to put some drops on here of 4 different paints, and then I'm going to show you a mixing practice that I find very stress relieving, and I hope you do too. And you can pick any colors you want. You don't have to pick what I'm picking. This is just what's coming to the top of my head, something I think might turn out cool, but I don't know, because it's more about the stress relief than the actual what I get for art. So for my stress relief projects, and sometimes accentuating some of my corner pieces, I use this Deco art pack set, because you can get all 12 of these colors for one price. And these tubes, if you're not squeezing them to death, they'll last you a long time. This whole set alone has got me through the 90 days of being locked down and out of work. I've added other paints, of course, as we've been locked down, because right after the 90-day period, when stores started reopening, that's when I went to Hobby Lobby and found out they were having this 50% off sale. So I was able to afford additional paints and a few brushes at that time. But during the whole 90-day lockdown, this was all I had, this 12 paint set, and I still have at least half a bottle in each one of these. So that's a great value, and it lets you really let the stress out. So I'm still learning the rules about paints and primary colors and how they mix, and if you put two of a similar color, they make, similar darker colors that you put out there. So for me, I'm still learning a lot. For you that might be masters out there, you might have a better selection idea to actually have something turn out on this project. For me, it's just about fun, stress relief, and showing you something different that I do. And I'm just beginning in the art, so I don't know what everybody else in the world is doing. I'm sure somebody else has probably already showed this idea, but here on my video page, I'm going to include it. Alright, so I'm going to put a purple down, and I think I'm just going to drop a little bit like that. If it starts to run too much, I'll drop my board further down. Right now, it seems like it's moderately sitting there, right? So purple, and so then we'll put a blue, something like that over there. And then I'm going to use a dark chocolate, which is a kind of brown. And we can put that over in there like that. And I'll go with green. And I might just see how I'm shaking the bottle to get it to dribble out just a little bit. That's because there's only like a half a bottle in there. Anyway, that's pretty good for lasting me 90 days. So you can use whatever brushes you want. It doesn't have to be any particular brush in my presentation. I'm just going with my ergonomic ones because I know they're not gonna, again, peel and crack and flake and do all this nasty stuff here where you just end up with nothing but a wood tip brush, and you think that looks smooth, but when you put that in your hand and you're trying to paint like this and you go back and forth, you can feel how it's starting to want to splinter on your hands. Just forget all that. All right, so sometimes in the past I've done this with just one brush. Tonight I'm going to try and do it with two and see if I get a different type of result. Ugh. So anyway, the idea is you have however many colors. You could put more colors on here if you want to get real colorful. But it's just to take your brushes. I hold them at the tips because I'm not trying to create anything in particular. I'm just going to random color blend and see what I get. So let's random color blend and see what we get. And you can start anywhere. You could start here, you could start there, you could start here, here merging up. I'm going to just try something like this. And then maybe bring in a little purple and brown. And come down and pick up some of that blue all over. And I'm just letting my hands freely flow. There's no real planned design in my mind on this. It's just about sitting down, letting the stress out, letting my hands just flow and seeing what I see before me. And if I don't like it, I don't like it. If I don't have to like it. This is just all about letting all that tension, all that worry, all that stress of the day out. Doesn't have to really turn out colorful unless you really want it to. It's just, let's have fun and see what we have. And this just looks like I could have stopped as soon as I started and I could have had a better piece. I'm gonna have to rewind this video and see what that was, but it looked like it was turning out really colorful, and then all of a sudden I screwed the whole thing up if you're really wanting something to turn out on this piece, which, like I said, I'm not really caring too much about what turns out, what doesn't. It's just all about having fun and playing with my brushes and paint. And so, well, there you have it. Tilt this back. I guess I'll call that my muddy mess. So, feel free to get into it and see what kind of muddy mess you can make. It makes you feel a whole lot better. It makes me feel a whole lot better. And sometimes it actually turns out to be something. This, I think I probably should have stopped if I really wanted to turn out to be something, because it started looking cool there in the beginning. But then after I went past a certain point, you can tell how it just all like went into some random thing here that turned into one big dark moving shade. So you got a blue in here mixed with a little bit of pink and then a green, and now it's just like real heavy. So anyway, if you want to turn out like something, sometimes you gotta take it a little slower than I just did there, and once it starts to develop into something like that, stop. But if you're really wanting your stress relief like I do, just keep on going and you'll end up with a muddy mess that's all yours. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a fun day. And again, I hope to see you either on my next YouTube video or at Steven's Creative Art on Instagram. Thank you for watching and have a great day.